How'd you go from, struggling to pay your bills to writing, such amazing chart-topping songs? Because there's
Because
a
I had to. Because I was like, remember, I left home when I was 16, maybe 17,
uh-huh.
and so I was homeless before I got my record deal. Like
Okay,
nobody knew.
that's a struggle.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I meant. Like this, yeah,
Mhm.
I was homeless for a while, um, and so I had to do something. I was still trying to make music, but I didn't have a deal in at the time. I was still working on the demo. I was writing songs, recording songs, just trying to get better, just trying to get better.
You say you were homeless. What does that look like? Were you just bouncing around in different friends' places, or were you out in the streets? Like, how bad did it
Well,
get?
no, what I would do is I would go in the gambling spot, um, in the hood, and everybody, that don't close to like what 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe sometime,
Hmm.
and it was cold as hell because I'm from New York, so it was freezing up there.
Hmm.
So I would hang out in there. I borrow $1 from this person, $1 from that person. So I had $2, go to a Chinese restaurant and get 4 chicken wings and have 35-cent change. So the second day I did it, I had 70 cents so I could get 4 chicken wings and a soda. And
Wow.
that's what I would eat every day, just once a day. And when the gambling spot closed, either I'll find somebody that like to go crash at their crib for the night, or some nights I didn't. I just hung out outside all night. So
How are you able to feel like, living like that, like you're in survival mode, right? And then to
mhm.
be able to switch gears and then write beautiful songs when that's
Because
your
the songs
reality.
were
Yeah.
always there, because they were always inside of me.
Yeah.
So you can struggle and you still, what's inside of you is always going to be inside of you. I guess I'm a dreamer, and so that whole time, that's all I was thinking about was making music and being on TV and all of that kind of stuff. So, and then when I finally did get a job, I had a real good job, and all I would think about all day at work was being an artist.
That's
To the
Wow.
point
dope.
where I punched out from my job and just never went back because it was getting in the way of me trying to make music.
What was your job?
I had a good ass job. I was working for the city in New York for the housing authority.
Okay.
So I punched out, and because they kept saying, "Yo, you need to come to the studio, or you need to come to this party and meet this person." But I had to work 4 to 12, so I'm like, "Yeah, I can't make it." So after like the third time, I punched out, never went back.
And the rest is history.
The
Yeah,
stories
that
are
was that.
always amazing, man. The stories are
Yeah.
always amazing.
Q, I want to hear your story. Like, you said, you caught the attention of Diddy. Like, how did that happen? And how did 112 come to be?
Wow. Middle school. We all came together in middle school, went to the same high school, formed a group, started performing locally in Atlanta, built the buzz in Atlanta. And now, mind you, this time back in that time, everybody is competing against each other. So at one particular talent show, you may see 112, Monica, Usher, Outkast, Escape, all of us just going at it, Jagged Edge, all of us. And so our manager at the time, he knew Puff, and back then all we knew of Puffy was, he was the dude wearing Carl Kanai in the magazine, in the Word Up and the Hype magazines, right? We didn't really know about Big and all of that because again, we just church guys. And one day the manager was like, "Yo, y'all put on y'all best fit, and I'm coming to get y'all." And he took us to Club 112. As Puffy's leaving the club, Duran had his little Casio keyboard, put it on the back of somebody's car, and we sang Boys to Men, Jodeci, Silk, Lose Control, Commission, Winans. And you know how Puffy is. He's like, yo, keep walking, keep walking. And so we singing while he's walking to his car. And 2 weeks later, he came back to Atlanta. And this time he came back with Faith Evans, and he was executive producing Usher's first album. And we did an official audition for him. And Faith was like, "Yo, if you don't sign these boys, you're going to hate yourself." And man, 2 weeks later, he sent the contracts and we moved to New York.
Wow, that had been mind blowing, especially at that age.
Absolutely, it was. Because again, we too were those guys watching Video Soul and watching Boys to Men and Jodeci and Joe and all of these guys, aspiring to be there one day. I mean, we worked our asses off, man, and to
And,
actually get that deal was a dream come true.
and then the cosign from Faith.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. I mean, she stamped it because at that time, Puff knew some stuff about R&B, but he was all hip hop. He was all about if I can't play it in the tunnel, it ain't a hit.
The tunnel, yes.
You feel me? And so
Memory.
I like to
Yeah.
say that in that exchange, being signed to Bad Boy, he toughened us up and roughed us up a little bit, but we also put that R&B stuff in Puff too. So it was like a perfect marriage for 112 to be signed to Bad Boy.
So is it the name come from the club? I remember Club 112, and then y'all
Yeah.
112. So that's how y'all got the name, because of the club name.
That's it. Yeah.
Where it all happened.
That's where it all started. Yep.